Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Carrie Whitlatch and Farmers Insurance, and the Alzheimer's Association. For more information on Carrie Whitlatch and Farmers Insurance in Lebanon, Oregon, call 541-258-3995. And for more information on how to give to the Alzheimer's Association and help find a cure for this horrible disease, go to alz.org. And special thank you to Trina Fox and the Arbor at Abimere Court for underwriting this ad. Ta-da! Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie on this Thursday morning. We are so glad to be here with you today, and I'm just so thankful for you and for this community. You know, this show is just an amazing opportunity for me. I get excited every day that I get an opportunity to be here with you because, you know, this show is all about how amazing people connect. And I am a firm believer that connection and community building is a foundation for any great business, any great marketing plan, any great life. If you want to have a wonderful life filled with joy, number one, I personally look to the Lord every day. And number two, I connect with people and I build community. I think that is a foundation for wonderful, wonderful opportunity because we all need that support. And so I'm thankful you're here, all here today, and it's going to be a great day. I'm excited. Also, do not be shy, and please enter your comments today where you're watching from. Let us know that you're there. Say hi. It's so great to know who is really here watching, and there's always such a great response. So thank you for doing that in the comments today. You know, I do love to connect because I believe that connection to community building is so amazing, so important. You know, my purpose and why in life is to inspire and encourage you to live a purpose-driven life of significance. And how do you do that? Through connection, community building, by using the talents God has given you to be a world changer, a difference maker. Get out there, do amazing things. I would love to connect with you. First of all, if we're not connected, go to russhedge.com. That's russhedge.com. And I would love to connect with you today. Also, if you would please subscribe on YouTube, that'd be so amazing. Become part of our YouTube community, and that would just make me so happy and give you amazing opportunities. You go to marketingwithruss.live. We make it simple. You hit the subscribe button. You will get all the past content of amazing people that have been on this 300 plus shows, and also get Russ Reels Live as well. So you really want to do that. Plus you get notices, the ability to get notices for upcoming shows as well. So that'd be so great. Also, if you can share this out today, hit that share button. Doesn't matter whether you're watching live or on replay, you can still share today. Quick drink of water. I'm getting so excited. My voice isn't keeping up with me. And so please share that out today. Tag your friends. Let them know we're here. Let them know D. Scott Smith, the amazing just mentor and supporter of my life and business, is here with me today. I wouldn't be here with you today if it wasn't for him. So we're just going to jump right to it. I'm going to bring him in today. We're going to get started. Here we go. Bum, ba-da-ba.
Dun, da, da, da.
Da, 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 da. And no, for those of you that are confused, this is not the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, because Scott is my co-host, or I am his co-host, or whatever for that show. And but yeah, I'm so glad to have you here today, Scott.
Oh, it's great. If it was Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific time, it would be the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, following the or the I was going to say Amazon, the Instagram Live with Shri that we run as the backstage. But here we are. It is not Wednesday, so it's Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. What a great time to be here and hang out with my friend.
Yeah. So the experience was yesterday. If you missed it, next Wednesday you can jump in. But I excited. One thing you brought up, and I want to tell people, Instagram Live has been a fun new opportunity for Scott and I. And we do our short backstage show, the 15 minutes it starts at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Instagram only. Fun community there. Not exactly the same community that's here on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So join in sometime when you're on Instagram, and just it's fun. And who knows where Scott and I will be. We have done it from all over the world. So there we go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun, and that's I just want to share, because this is Marketing with Russ, hashtag aka Russ Selfie, and I had a conversation recently with Kelly Morrison. She's over in Ireland, and you would think that everything's been done, and when you're involved in stuff like digital marketing, and you hang out with marketers and they're building websites and using AI and doing all these really, really cool things, you kind of get numbed to it, and you think that everybody has done this. Well, Kelly was telling me recently about a pub there in Ireland that's been open for nearly 50 years, and they had zero website. They had no website at all, not anything. And so they put together a website, they launched it, and had an event. It was on a Saturday, and they were thinking, if we can get 20 people to subscribe to our newsletter, go to the website, sign up for the news, sign up, that would be success. They had over 230 people sign up, because you would think, oh, websites, they're boring. And it's amazing. There is so much of the world out there who doesn't know what Russ does or what Kelly does, or some our other friends like Alan Hennessy, the digital mentor, or Cami Hoysa in Zoetica Media. So I just want to encourage people, don't think that it's all been done. There are so many opportunities and to help folks.
Yeah, no, there are. And Scott, speaking of wondering what Scott does, for the few people that don't actually know who you are, let's back up and say, hey, who is D. Scott Smith? What does the D stand for, and what are you up to?
Debonair. And yeah, so I go by Scott, and Dennis is my first name, but go on by my middle name, and that helps when you're doing the parsing through all those messages that come in on LinkedIn or other messaging systems, because having the unusual title of motivational listener, you can always tell when it's automated spam that says, hello, D period, comma. I'm always interested in adding more motivational listeners to my network. So
there's a lot of motivational listeners out there.
That's right. I'm like, great. How many are you connected to? Because anyway, I can claim to be the world's foremost authority on being a motivational listener, because I'm the only one. Just like Tigger was the only one, I'm the only motivational listener. But what does that mean? Well, my background is my undergraduate degree was in business and finance with a minor in behavioral sciences. End up spending 4 years in accounting, doing taxes, 12 years in banking, 9 years at Hewlett Packard. 7 of that was running supply chain operations, including for the Corvallis and San Diego sites. And when you live in Western Oregon and you have to travel to San Diego probably once a month, that's a pretty good gig, you know.
Yeah.
So spent time with Hewlett Packard. After that, I left and got involved with small manufacturing businesses and agricultural businesses. Did some turnarounds, and then got involved with a larger company, an upholstered furniture company, as interim general manager there. And actually, that was mostly an IKEA manufacturer. So we manufactured upholstered furniture and put them in those little boxes that people get with all the instructions on how to assemble them and the little wrench and everything that you needed. So, but when I was running the ag company, I learned how to promote a business on social media without spending any marketing money. And that was back in 2010. So it's been a while since I was there doing that. But it's a transferable skill set. And although the world has changed, the digital landscape has changed, those concepts are there because I have a varied background. And I did end up getting a master's in business as well. That a lot of those concepts apply because, as Russ said, it's all about people and process. And those are the themes that run through. And so small businesses hire me as a fractional chief of staff, someone that can address those personnel, marketing, manufacturing, operations, supply chain, all those is kind of as a, well, like I said, chief of staff.
Well, and you
Lots of stuff.
do incredible work and are continually expanding in all that you're doing. We could talk 2 or 3 shows just about what you're up to, but what I want to say is what a blessing you've been to me, Scott, because number one, you're an incredibly awesome friend. Number two, you push me and drive me to do more than I'm doing on things. And sometimes, I have to go, whoa, 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 hang tight, slow down. I can only absorb so much. But yeah, I mean, it has been a blessing to me. It's opened doors and got me live streaming and doing the things that we're talking about here. But one thing that I wanted to go back and talk to you about is people. And this show is all about how amazing people connect, and you and I are part of an amazing community. The opportunities that are just available in community and the knowledge. Scott and I, honestly, I mean, this is without just tooting our own horns. We have a lot of knowledge to share with you, a lot of support and things that we can share with you. And so connect with us. RussHedge.com, DScottSmith.com. We would love just to have a conversation. And guess what? It costs nothing to have a conversation with us, number one. Yeah. Number two, there's so many people out there that we're connected to and other people are connected to that you should be connected to, that can be a blessing, raise the level of your business, raise the level of your activity by just having a little inspiration, a little encouragement, a little push, right? Scott has to nudge me along sometimes. You can do it. Come on, you can do it, And so we all need that. And so I just am just blessed to have you, Scott, in my corner and being there for me.
It's good to have a friend like Russ. And there's so many people, Russ, have been blessed by you because you send out those messages. You send out the text messages, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and just says, "Hey, just praying for you and Christine. Have an awesome weekend." And tell you that is an uplift for us. So thank you for that. The research, there's research out there. So we know that life is better when you're with people, with friends. And, but there's academic research that proves that. And one of the studies that was out there that was done was really interesting. They put people at the base of a hill and asked them to estimate how steep the walk was up to the top of that hill. And when people were alone, they thought it was, a certain steepness. when they had a good friend standing next to them, uh, they always said that the hill was less steep. And in fact, not only was the hill less steep with friends, if they just said, think of a good friend, people saw that hill as less daunting. So life is always better when you have friends.
Yeah. Oh, it is. I mean, that is a great wow. That is a great analogy about the ease of life and that when you have the support of friends. Also, if you notice another good thing that goes right along with that, if you want to exercise and work out but you just can't get yourself to do it, get a good friend, because I can tell you when I used to get up and run in the morning, but I would
Mhm.
run with a friend or I would just walk, whatever, and you're able to talk to them and be there and they support you, it seems a lot shorter and it seems a lot easier than when you're out by yourself. So it's the
Absolutely.
same idea, and that is with all community. And,
Yeah.
this one thing, Scott, we love to do is this live streaming, right? Because live streaming gives
Mhm.
us a chance to expand our community and not only offer what we have to give, but receive so much from other people.
Absolutely. The video is transformed a lot of the business world. So back one of the last projects I was involved in before I left Hewlett Packard, starting about 2004, 2005, was ultra high end video conferencing. And it's funny when I think back on it because it was so amazing. I could just walk into the room and there's the monitor and the microphone, speakers, the lighting. I mean, it was a sound stage. It was developed in cooperation with DreamWorks. So it was everything that you would expect from DreamWorks, plus all the tech that you would get from Hewlett Packard. And to be able to just walk into a room and have someone on the monitor and be able to converse, it was amazing. I talked to people in Singapore or Puerto Rico or Israel. It was just fabulous. In fact, I had a remote team, and we used these call them Halo. We use these video conferencing studios between my team in Corvallis and San Diego, and it was just as if we were all in the same room. Now, the crazy thing is that it cost $1 million a room back in 2005,
Mm.
2006, plus $35,000 a month per room hookup fee. And it's what we do on Zoom or the other video conferencing platforms for free in many cases. And although the quality probably isn't quite as good as what we got working with DreamWorks, I will tell you it is very close. And the beautiful thing about video is that you convey emotions, right? So it's the tone of voice, it's your body language, your facial expressions, all of that stuff gets communicated through video in
Right.
ways that you can't do through text or through other medium.
Yeah, well, for sure. And one thing that when I was updating my website, a really good advice I got from a good friend of yours and mine, and you were in total agreement with, was if you really want to get yourself out there and what you're all about, put a video right up on the top of your
Mhm.
website so people can see you and then get a flavor for you right off the bat, because we're not everybody's flavor, right? We're not really everybody's cup of tea, but
Mhm.
there's a whole group of people out there that we are. And so it really helps people differentiate. Video is so amazing with that. And the ability for businesses to conference, to meet, but also with live streaming to promote either a great cause, great ideas. We love to, on this show, I love to inspire and encourage you, right? To connect, to build community. Or if you're trying to sell something, let's be honest, if you got a business and you're trying to sell something, it gives you that chance to do that. In fact, I will say the one thing that I've really become an expert at is monetizing live stream. And Scott and I have been able to do
Absolutely.
that. I don't usually put commercials and things, but I'll just tell you, if you want great exposure for your business, if you want to be connected with an amazing community, which reflects back on you and your company, you need to sponsor the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. or Marketing with Russ or Russ Reels
Mhm.
Live, you need to contact me at
Mhm.
russedge.com, and let's talk about it, right? Because those things are amazing opportunities. I happen to give you the greatest deal of all time with that. But the whole point is those things become possible because
That's
of
right.
this. And
That's right.
I'm really using that more of an example than a commercial. But hey, I'm always happy for you to touch base with me. You can also call me. But the important thing is those opportunities and other opportunities because that open up, right, Scott?
Absolutely. It's sales sometimes gets a bad rap because we think of the plaid jacketed used car salesman trying to get you to spend money that you don't have on something that you don't want, and that's the bad rap that sales get. But the truth is that people want to buy stuff, they just don't want to be sold to. That's why the Home Shopping Club or Amazon or any of those get so much use, is because they're looking for something.
Right.
They have a problem. If you're hungry, you go to the grocery store and you buy food, or you go to a restaurant because you have a problem, and you're willing to pay the price because the price of that product is less than the price of keeping the pain, right? Whatever that is.
Right.
And when you're just matching up people with a solution to the problem, that's easy. And that's not really selling. That's just being a problem solver.
Well, and that's a really good point, Scott, because this is why, again, video and community and live streaming and video conferencing is all so important. And I want to encourage people, connect with people on video. I do this all the time. Reach
Hmm.
out to them, set up a time, make it easy for them to connect with you and be able to talk, because that gives you these great opportunities to share with people. And Scott's exactly right. Everybody's looking for something. Everybody is out there looking to make themselves better, to make their life better, to make their career better,
Hmm.
whatever. And so in order to do that, it takes people, it takes ideas, it takes services, and products that people have. It's okay. Sales and marketing is not a horrible, horrible thing if done right and correctly. And
Hmm.
like Scott says, this gives you that opportunity to
That's
not
right.
cram things down people's throat, but to give people an idea of who you are and how you can help them out.
Absolutely. So just like with the advertising spots on Marketing with Russ Reels, or the Experience, um, when you let people know that have businesses that can be promoted, that's solving a problem for them. And not letting them know is actually not the kind thing to do. Oh, I don't want to impose on them. And they're like, how come you offered this to other people, but not me, your friend? Right.
Right. Well,
So you're being kind when you let them know. You're not pushing it. You're not making them do it.
yeah, well, that's one thing because as you know, Scott, and you also are involved in worship ministry, but we in the ministry field, so I've been a worship pastor for years, and
Hmm.
in the ministry field, it's just if you don't share the need, people don't know, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how many people reach out to me through all this that I've been going through, because I just simply let people know I'm not looking for people to give me things, but when
Hmm.
people know there's a need, they can support you, even if it's just praying for me and giving me a kind word and
Yeah.
giving me the opportunity to encourage you through what I'm going through and how I deal with that is such a blessing to me. And that is all I need, right? That is all I need. But when you have a need, you need to share with people so that they know you have a business or a service or a product
Hmm.
available that can help them solve that problem, that can help them fill that hole in their life. And
Yeah.
I think Scott, you said it
This
so
is a
well.
great thing because you said, well, if you have a friend, and maybe they don't need what you offer, but they know somebody, and then they get to be the hero
Yeah.
because they said, oh, well, call Scott because I trust him, right?
Well,
And
yeah, and people need to. That's where community really comes in, right? You have people.
absolutely.
I am constantly searching my community for services and things that I
Mhm.
need. If I need something done, I look at my community, who I'm connected with,
Oh,
and
and
that,
here's the crazy thing about that, Russ, is we trust our community. So if you said, "Oh, call up this person for as a plumber. And I'm going to believe because you're my friend and you're looking out for my best interests.
Right.
And we get that referral, right? A recommendation. And so I trust it. But people do this every day with the reviews on book reviews on Amazon, or product reviews, or website reviews, or Yelp or Google or Facebook reviews or whatever. We're looking for that restaurant that's got 5 stars and lots of reviews. And I tell you what, I don't know any of the people that did those reviews, and yet I'm trusting those reviews.
Right. Well,
So,
and how much
human
more
nature.
community? It's interesting because just recently we ate at a fabulous Indian restaurant, which I'll have to share with you, Scott, in town. Never had actually gone to Indian food restaurant. It was fabulous. It was amazing. But it was all through looking at the reviews and the information about, and this was a newly opened restaurant. So yes, I agree with you 100%. So that is an amazing gold nugget and mic drop all by itself. But we have come to the time when I need you to wrap up your thoughts for the day and tell me
Absolutely.
what is your gold nugget of the day and how do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, so I don't forget, dscottsmith.com. You can find me there. All of the social media links, phone number, email, whatever way you want to get a hold of me, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, it's all there. And then the gold nugget, I'll just go back to when I was at the beginning, mentioned Kelly Morrison in this pub over in Ireland. 46 years in business, never had a website, and put together one, and all of a sudden their world has opened up. They had over 230 people on one day sign up for their newsletter because they were doing a promotion there in the pub. Wow. And they're going to be able to use that list to let them know about special events and special menu things that are going on. There's just, and for those of us in the digital marketing world, they think, well, of course. But this pub didn't know that. The owners didn't know that. And so don't think because something is very familiar to you that the rest of the world knows about it. So share your knowledge and make the world a better place.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And Scott said it before, and I've got it up there right now. Connect with him at dscottsmith.com. And he's got so much more value than that to share. But for today, Scott, thanks so much for being here. You're a blessing. You're an awesome friend. And hang tight in the green room. I'll be right there.
All right. Sounds good, Russ.
All right. Hey, everybody. Another amazing episode. Boy, when you need somebody that's incredibly awesome on the fly, you just call Scott. And he is willing to be on your show. So I appreciate Scott so much. And so today, I just want to remind you all that this is an amazing community. If you're not part of this, you should be. You should be connected in the comments right now because there is amazing people there. And if you've not connected with me, go to russhedge.com. Please subscribe on YouTube. It's easy at marketingwithruss.live. And we just make it so simple. And also share this out so other people get this great value that you have received today. And I just want to tell you how much we appreciate you. Scott and my information, again, has been ticking along the bottom the whole time. And we are here for you. So until we talk to you again, which will be this coming Monday on Marketing with Russ, a.k.a. #RussSelfie, have an amazing day and amazing life. See you later.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.